Yeah, I can see your screen now. Can you open one job, the one where we took the sequential file? Any job where which you took the sequential file, and open the input file also. Okay, and you copy the data. You copy the same data and paste it in another file. Okay, now change column 1 to column A. Okay, yes, and remove column 2, column 3, column 4. And yes, you keep only column A values. And you keep only first record for LO and remove the second record. Okay, and name the file as REF and remove column also there. Okay, call A. Remove comma and save it as ref. REF. Right. Right. So take a copy of chart what you used. Yeah. Same thing till copy stage you copy. You select sequential file up to copy stage. Okay, you open a new job. You remove the other part, right? Okay, you keep it like this, and now you keep it just like this. Go to processing. Pick a joint stage. Keep it in the middle. Perfect. And you select Control A. Don't press Control A. You select everything. Everything you select. Everything by dragging from sequential file. By dragging. See, no. Everything. You go above sequential input file _in and try to select everything. Right. That's correct. And try to move it down. Right. Now, keep a sequential file. Take a sequential file. Right. Keep it above the joint stage. And keep a link from sequential files to joint stage. From sequential files to joint stage. Drag a link. Keep it from. Perfect. Give the properties of sequential files. See one thing. Here we are trying to join two files based on the column 1. But we are having column A on the sequential file. So I need to rename the column. How can I do it? I can do it in two ways. Copy. So use a modify stage to change it. First you keep the modify stage to change it. Go to processing, modify. Okay, now keep the link to modify. No. Pull the link what you joined. See, take the arrow mark join to modify. Okay, from modify pull a link to join. Okay, now you do the properties for sequential file underscore 2. So what is the file path? You browse for the file. Ref.txt, perfect. And format, go to format. First line is column name true. First line is column name true. Okay. And format is file format is equal to, and delimiter is comma. You haven't given any delimiter, only one column, right? It's not a problem. For code you keep it as none. Perfect. And for columns you should give the metadata, right? COLA, capital COLA. What's the data type for it? Varchar, right? Give it varchar 20. Perfect. Now click OK. Now open the file. The sequential file. Sequential file. View data. Okay. So we are fine, right? Close. Okay. And here modify stage, open modify stage. Here specification is new column name is equal to old column name. Our new column name is capital COL 1, right, is equal to old column name capital COL A. Now click OK. And for join stage, open join stage. There key is there, right? So you drag, you drop down it. It is not map. You map from the modify stage. First you map from the modify stage. See, there is no mapping, metadata mapping, right? So go to output, column, output, column. So give the column name as COL 1, varchar 20. Okay. And now it is mapped. Now try to open the join stage. Key is here, right? They select column 1. You will get only column 1 because this is the common column. See, here you can see the join type, right? Inner. You drop down, you can see left outer, right outer, full outer join. Okay? So whenever what is necessary, you will pick the particular join here. You are following, right? Sandy, are you following, right? So, you know when you will be using left outer, when you will be using right outer, when you will be using inner, when you will be using full outer. And go to link ordering. So, we will do inner join now. We select inner join. Go to link ordering. See here, we can see DS link 8 is acting as left link and DS link 45 is acting as right link. So, when it is inner join, we need not bother whether what is left or what is right. When it is left outer join, we need to make sure what is left and what is right. Okay? So, you're fine, right? Okay, click OK. And now okay, now everything is fine. You open the join underscore 41 step. Go to output. So, here you remove that column. You go to columns. That key change, you remove that key change column. Right? There is so. Yes. And with the sequential file underscore 33, you click OK. Click OK now. In the sequential file underscore 33, you change the file name to join output. all the columns are mapped. Okay, compile and run. So why it is 7 rows here? There it happened a cross join because based on a single column we joined with the reference, but in the reference we are having one column and it is multiplied with another column. So cross join had happened. Are you getting right? So we are having duplicates in the on the key column from the input side. So it is repeated twice. Okay. You see, you open the both the reference file and the input file. See, we are having input file, right? So here that LO record came 4 times due to join, and the rest of the 3 records processed normally. So two LOs are there in the source and 2 LOs are there in the reference, right? So we are getting 4 records there. It happened a cross join over there. Okay. You are following, right? Okay. So this is how the join will be working. And once you open the join set, change the join type to left outer and now check it. What's the left is dsync 8 and right is dsync part 5. Click OK. Compile and run. And while doing and while operating on join stage, we need to make sure of one property. We need to make sure. See, the data is very much small now, so we are not facing any issue. But if the data is more, there is a chance like join will not be working perfectly. So we need to make sure of one property. So open the join stage, I will tell you. So please keep in mind and go to input tab. See, whenever you are using join stage, the partitioning type should be hash. Keep it as hash, right? And select the key columns what you used in the join stage. So column 1. Okay. And for the other link also change in the same way. DS link ID is there, right? One more link we are having in the input side. Input DS link 8 already you did. For DS link 45 you need to do the same thing. Change it to hash, and for column 1 check. Okay, it's a mandatory. Okay, it's a mandatory thing that you need to keep the partition type as hash on the keys. Okay, the partitioning type is hash. That's what you did right now. The partitioning type is hash in the input. Go to input. You need to select the column on which you are joining and make the partitioning type as hash. Okay. Now compile and run. This is the standard partitioning technique we need to use for join stage. I will tell you what is partitioning and what hash partitioning will do and what other type of partitioning will do and when we will go for each type of partition later. Run. Now it is perfect, right? Okay. You change the name of the job to join. Change the name of the job, close the job and rename the job to join. And Ali, please make sure that you will complete the assignment by today, because if we keep on pending the assignment, it will be very much difficult for us. And please check the input file. See, do you have any idea of union all? Sorry? Union all in SQL. Union all. Can you be more audible? No. See, union all in the sense, if you have two tables, like table A and table B, and the metadata of table A and table B are same, and we need to check all the records present in A and all the records present in B, then we will do select star from table A union select star from table B. Suppose there are 5 records in table A and 6 records in table B. If you do union all, we will be getting 11 records total. So the syntax is select star from table A union all select star from table B. You are getting right what I am saying? You are getting? Or else, wait, I will explain you once. I will take the control back and I will explain you. Okay, you can see next time. So, table A has 3 columns, column 1, column 2, column 3. And column 1 has data A, column 2 has 1, and column 3 has something like 2000. This is having B, and column 2 has 2, 3000, column 4 for C, 3, 4000. And this is table B, which is having the same structure. The structure is same, the column names are still same. Okay? But the data is different. I will take the same arrow, and for B I will take it as something like B, and for C I will take something like as M. Okay? See, the structure is same, right? Column 1, everything is same, but it is B. So if we do, what is the syntax of union? So general is select star from A union select star from B. Then what are then the output will be this one, okay, followed by this one. So the total number of rows are 5 because there is a common row. That is A1 2000 is present in both, but it will be coming only once because we are using union. And suppose if you use union all, okay, with the same data, that is select A star from A, union all, select star from B. Then we will be getting the row 2 times because we are using union. So it doesn't check whether there is duplicates are there in the table or not. That means it will present all the rows present in A and present in B. So there will be no question of duplicates. It will take all the rows. If it is union, it will take only the records for only one time if it is having duplicates. So the number of rows are here 6 and here the number of rows are 5. So you got the difference, right? What is the difference between union and union already? So in order to operate this union all, we will be using funnel stage. Okay? We will be using funnel stage. Okay. So you take a copy of the job, and I am making presentation. Okay, you take a copy of job, and now you go to desktop and you go to desktop once, your desktop. Okay, you open the tab. Okay, you take a copy of input file.txt. Paste it in there only. Just rename to input file 1.txt. Okay, save it. Right. So and here what you will do is you take you remove the sort stage, place a funnel there in processing stage. Funnel, the first one. Keep it there. Keep it. Okay. Copy sequential input file underscore in there. Copy sequential underscore input file. Right. Copy it. Paste it. Right. You drag down. You keep that link to funnel. Change the name to input file 1. Everything is same, right? Input file 1. Compile. Okay, there is a key change column. You need to remove that. Okay, mapping is there, everything is there. Go to funnel. Go to output. Remove the key change column from columns. Delete. Now compile and run. Alex, can you hold for a while? 2 minutes. Run it now. Yeah. After running, please check that. I will be back in few minutes. So all it is fine, right? Funnel output. Okay. Ali, can you please capture the outputs by keeping the type of funnel to sequential now? Funnel, you open funnel space. Funnel type is called continuous funnel. Continuous funnel is there, right? You change, see, continuous funnel is there, right? You change it to sequential. Sequence. Click OK. Compile and run. Now see the data. Now see the data. See, now the data is sorted. Now close it. Close it now. Close it now. Close it now. See one thing. You open the funnel space. I will tell you the difference between funnel type sequence, right? Okay, it is sequence. Now please change to sort. Now keep sort and run. I thought it is sort. Compile and run. Now compile and run. The key is equal to column A. Column 1. Okay, now compile. Run. See, I will let you know what's the difference between two types of funnels. There are three types of funnels. What is continuous funnel, one is sequential funnel, and the one is sort funnel. So, sequential funnel in the sense, all the records from the input file 1, that is, you have link ordering, right? Go to link ordering. There, it is not there, okay? You go to funnel. See, here, if it is sort funnel, it will sort the data and then load the data into sequential file. If the funnel is sequential, keep it sequential. Here, yes, keep it as yes. Data from the first input file will be loaded, then the data from the second input file will be loaded. If it is continuous, change to continuous. Data will be loaded irregularly. Some records from input file 1, some records from input file 2 will be loaded. If it is sorted, data will be sorted. If it is sequential, data from the input file 1 will be loaded, then the data from the input file 2 will be loaded. So you are following, right, Ali? What is the types of funnel means you can answer the right. Okay, then fine. So you are done with funnel. Okay? Click OK. So funnel acts as union all. Okay? Funnel acts as union all. Okay, and you create a new job. Okay, and here you took you have a join job, right? You take a copy of the job. Join is here, right? So take a copy of it. Okay, and instead of join, you remove the join. And keep the space, scroll down, you keep it as switch. You change it to right click, change to reference. If not, you delete the data, you delete the output, I mean the upper part, delete the upper part, sequential file modify, delete. Yes. So, do you have any idea of which statement we use in C or C++? Which case you have an idea, right? So it acts as in the same way. You remove that link also. Yes. Switch, open switch. So what is the selector? So selector, check, scroll down. So column 1. So user defined mapping, case is there, right? Case is equal to. So now column 2 is equal to single quote BBB. Okay? User defined, go to user defined mapping. Take one more case. Column 2 is equal to, you take one more input value from the input file. Any value other than BBB. Okay. So in this way we can give multiple statements. Okay. If not found, fail means it will be failing. Ignore means it will be ignoring. I think it drop down. Okay. So there are three options. One is fail. Fail in the sense, if it is the condition is not satisfied, the job will be aborted. And if it is drop means though the unmatched records will be dropped, and if it is output means through a result link we will be collecting the output. Okay. So these are the three options. We will keep usually drop. So you got the difference, right? Fail means it will be failed. Drop means it will drop the unmatched records. Output means it will reject the unmatched records and we will need to collect by using a result link. Okay, keep it as output. We change the option to output. Here, it's not found to output. It's not found to output. Okay. And now open the mapping. Output mapping. And you map the columns. Click on columns. Directly map and keep it here. Right. See, we are giving two case statements, right? So take two outputs from switch statement. Drag one more output from switch. Okay, click OK. Drag one more output from switch. What is going up? Make it small. Now keep one more output. Sequential file. sequential file, you keep it in the output. Okay, now map the metadata to this output, sys_39. Now map the metadata. Click OK. Give the properties, the file name as case1 and case2 file. Case2 is used here, case2.txt. Click OK. OK. Click OK now. Now for sequential file 33, give case1.txt. Perfect, right? And you drag one more link from switch. You change it to reject, create on DSLink 56. Convert to reject. Keep it under sequential file. Okay, open it. Give it a name. Reject. Click OK. Everything is fine, right? Now compile and run. Why is it not running? Something is fine, right? Run, try to run once again. Aborted is aborted. Check the log. What happened? It's not like that. Sometimes if it is showing like, see, you haven't given metadata, it's not like every time. There are cases, like if it is green also, the job is got aborted. Because we faced one issue in our very first job. Some few records have been rejected by loading into the table. Our purpose is not solved, right? Then it's a case of scenario where it is rejected. And the second thing is, if it is not showing also, it is rejected. You check the log, what is showing. Right click on it, view log. Yes, but let's try one. Yeah, correct. That one, click. Invalid integer data set value in a case string. 649. You open the designer one. Click on switch. Selector is equal to, click on selector is equal to, call 2 is equal to Sorry, I got it now. They changed it to call to. Perfect. Now compile and run. Now run. Now check the job. Valid integer data set value in a case string. You open it once again. Why it is showing integer? You see the input data once. Input data once. Call 2, right? We are selecting. D. You open the switch stage. You click on case. Specifies user defined mapping between actual values of the sector column and output. Mapping in a string of the form. You scroll down it once. Scroll down. Information is here, right? I think something we need to do it. The link label name number is not. We'll read that one. Scroll up once. Selector scroll up once. It is scroll up. Type is string. Specifies user defined mapping between actual values of the selector column and the output link. Mapping is a string of the form selector value is equal to output link label or number, right? Call to scroll down. You want to scroll down as many times as scroll down. Okay. You keep only 2 records in the input file. You keep only 2 records in the input file. Remove all the records, only 2 records. BBB and MMM, and remove all the records. Save it. And open the file. And now, save it. Go to link ordering. Zero, 1, reject, perfect. Now go to the other properties, case properties. Column 2 is equal to case selector value. So keep BBB is equal to 0. BBB is equal to 0. And remove call 2 is equal to. Remove call 2 is equal to. And keep MMM is equal to 1 in the down. Remove call 2 is equal to. Even I haven't used this case yet. I have basic idea on this one. Now click OK and run. Let's see the data. No records got into this value. No, keep it no. Let's check once again the properties. All the records got rejected. Why all the records got rejected? Okay. Now remove single quotes there. Remove single quotes. Okay, Sharman ma'am. Remove single quotes. Okay, copy and compile. Compile and run now. It is not taking. You remove the space, whether it's contained space or not, I'm not sure. Remove the space also. BBB is equal to 0. Is equal to 1. Okay. Now compile and done. What is happening? Now it is fine, right? AA went to 1 output, BBB went to 1 output, and there are no rejects. MMM went to 1 output and there are no rejects. You are fine, right? So now keep one more record in the input file other than BBB and MMM. One more record. Now with the same metadata, x you keep with some values. Now the result record should be collected in the result link, right? Yes. Then so fine. So now you understood, right? This is for switch. And Ali, I need one small help from you. If you don't mind, can you please make note in which class what stages have you learned? For class 1, I think we learned with the copy and modify. And for class 2, I think what stages sort, remove duplicates we learned. Again? Which one? Filter. Okay. And now we learned switch, funnel, join. Okay. Can you please make a note of it in which class what we learned? Because after that, if you want to look at which video we need the reference, you can go to that video. Okay. Ali? Okay. .txt. funnel. Okay, I will find it, and I will drop you a mail on the assignment. So please try to work on this team assignment also, and I will send you the recording also even. Okay? Yeah, okay, fine, sir. I'll catch you at the office then. Bye.